we're back! What happened? I know, she was... Oh dear, I was sitting there talking to my mate Soph about dresses. I was, really. I know a bit about dresses.
FC UK.
FC UK. So we've renamed it the CFC UK dress, quite rightly. Hurry up, it's only a dress. Anyway, I am Sophie Chidge. This is the Chelsea Football Fancast. This is the beautiful Sophie Rose.
Hi, everyone.
I'm honoured. She is a star of Chelsea TV and everything. I'm very, very privileged to be next to her.
Thank you.
This is the even more beautiful Jonathan Kidd.
In the dark.
That is a face only a mother can love, honestly.
I'm in the dark still.
Yeah, he's in the dark.
Come into the
He's in the dark. That's a moment. We have the lovely Beth Wild, who is the head of the CIA.
Hi.
So be careful what you say. She'll be writing it down. And last, but by no means least, the bumptious Charlie Skillen.
Bumptious, great,
Bumptious.
great word.
I bet you've never been called bumptious before.
Probably not. No.
Right, it is now. We've got benches. Just shout something.
I love you, Chidge.
There you go. We have benches, but you can only hear them and not see them tonight. Now, it's time for the fannies for the Newcastle match, and they're quite an interesting selection this week, even if I do say it myself. So, the man of the match, which we always start with, is interesting. I thought Hazard was all right. I have to say, chaps, I thought Hazard was okay, and I thought Willian again was okay. Now, the other reason why they got in for a nomination, if you recall, Willian, couple of efforts, one very close. Yeah. Hazard hit the post, so they were close. But my personal vote has gone for Didier Drogba.
Absolutely.
Yes, Gaffer's cheer, Gaffer. I can tell you want to. There we go. You know, Didier Drogba for me gets my man of the match because he, as Jonathan was saying, you know, he changed the game in a way. I mean, he completely changed the way we were playing. We looked like we were going to get right back into it. He got the goal that got us back into it.
He showed a bit more commitment, I'm afraid, as well.
He did. He led from the front, didn't he? So for 24 minutes, he gets my nomination for man. That's why I'm saying it's a bit odd, because he only played 24 minutes. But
as I said, I don't understand why he didn't come on a bit earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Given that they weren't attacking at all.
Why ice on?
If that's the way Mourinho was going to go, it should have been much earlier. He left everything too late, Mourinho.
But you know what? Here's the thing, Charlie. You know, we are talking about Jose. We are talking like we're saying that Jose's at fault here. But it's easy for us to say that with hindsight. There were moments in that game where it just looked like we were going to score. I mean, you know, and then why do you need to bring on everything in the kitchen sink?
Non-stop.
And so I think he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't in this case. I really do. So I'll stick up for the special one tonight.
I just felt he could have brought an extra striker on, given that all they were going to do is break.
Jose Mourinho, I have to be very careful about this because I do love him and he's amazing.
How much
best
do you love
manager
him?
ever.
Do you love him more than Oscar?
Oh, don't say
I'll
that.
tell Oscar that you said this. I will.
He's, well, moving on, before I say something.
You could have a threesome. Wouldn't make any, that'd be fine.
Oh my God. Right, anyway, no, I do think...
Even I wouldn't have said that. He's gone to places I wouldn't even dream of going.
No, it's happened before where I thought that he could have made a few substitutions a little bit earlier. Just a case of 10 minutes earlier. Because I think bringing somebody on in the 80th minute is, to be honest...
Well, that's what we do, so come on, that's what managers do.
It's
They
too
all
late.
do that.
Not when you've made two really, really, really bad errors in a game that have resulted in 2 goals.
You're not a happy girl, are you?
No, I'm not.
Have you caught my anger or something? Is that what's going on here?
No, I only just
came
watched
into the
highlights
room
this morning
angry.
and I just thought it's absolutely awful.
I like a bit of anger, actually. As
Well.
people who've been listening to this show, you know, for a long time.
It
before
fires
knew
you
of
up,
it,
Chidge.
That I had a reputation for being
My
very
temper's
angry.
coming out, like we just discussed.
When we had,
don't worry.
When we had that fat Spanish waiter, because I refused to say his name, the shows were so angry, people seriously worried for my health. That's how bad they were. Anyway, very quickly, round to the table. Because do you like this? We've got a round kind of table thing here going on. I kind of like this. It's a bit of a round.
Well, we should be round the table, but we're not.
But then they wouldn't see you.
I know, but it would be more
see the back of your
democratic,
head.
though, wouldn't it?
No.
I don't want the back of my head seen. Oh dear.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Who are you going to go for? Man of the match?
Drogba.
Drogba.
Drogba, 100%.
And I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to do this because I hide the lovely Sophie. I should tie my hand behind my back.
Please.
I should now do the show one-armed.
Have a fake transparent arm.
Player. Well, they're not on me, so that's a waste
I
of
mean,
joke.
everyone I was watching the game with was quite disappointed Remy didn't get on, but I mean, the way Drogba kind of took
Drogba for you.
took it upon
If
himself.
they put Drogba and Remy on as substitutions, I reckon
You'll
that
get
might have been
Dremy.
a little bit... Oh, I like that. Dremy.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Or
Anyway.
Or Gremga.
Rogba.
Yeah, there's only one man in the match, isn't there? Anyway,
Remga.
Drogba.
I have to say, one of the things that I love most about the Chelsea podcast, I'm sure you lot out there have listened to it, it's got Phil Daniels, Kerry Levy, Andy Saunders, lovely blokes, one and all. And even he, who must not be named, actually, has deserted the sinking ship that was the Chelsea FanCast for a much better funded podcast. But the greatest thing about that, and particularly Phil, is that he's always called Drogba Dr. Ogba, which I just think is genius.
Clever.
To be fair. Anyway, you're all going for Dr. Ogba. You're going for Dr. Ogba. I'm going for Dr. Ogba. What have the people out there said, Sophie?
Here we go, people. So, bottom to the top. Willian gets 13%. Hazard gets 33%, but obviously Drogba wins with 54%.
Good shout.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Good shout, people.
Hang on.
We salute you.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. So Dr. Ogba gets it. Right, now, chant of the match. Chant
of the match. Chant.
Chant.
Chant of the match.
No, darling, chant.
No, darling. Chant.
I'm sorry. You know.
Chant.
I've done this kind of thing before. I'm telling you, it's chant.
Chant.
Chant sounds like you come from either... I'm not going to go
So,
there because I'm going to
Essex
offend
or
somebody,
Australia?
aren't I?
Australia?
It ain't proper, all right? Speak the Queen's English.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
chant of the match goes like this.
Sorry, chant of the match.
Chant of the match.
That's better.
Chant of the match.
Yeah.
Okay, chant of the match goes like this. Zigga Zagga. Keep the blue flag flying high and carefree. Now, I know there were a lot of others, but there's very good. There was a brilliant, according to Walter Otton, there was a brilliant all, which we like very much.
But there was also one that was mentioned on BT Sport, which was a variation on
Let It
a
Snow.
Christmas theme.
I just think they
No,
said
this
that.
is-
This is rubbish. They made that up.
I
Bet
made
it's
that
there.
I got the call
Exactly.
today.
Mourinho. Did they sing that?
Literally never happened.
No, never happened. They
I
made
think
it up.
10 people did.
Yeah, they were probably guardian plants. They weren't proper people singing that. Not having it, Jonathan.
And I personally like the Can We Sing a Song for You because literally Newcastle didn't score.
I
until
liked
they
that.
sung.
But there's
until they scored.
There are reasons why I nominated these, and it's a very, very, very subjective choice. I know that. And even worse when you're not actually there. It seems a bit rum if you're making these choices when you're not there. Walter did like the all song, but then he would. The reason I chose is the Zigga Zagga was huge and thunderous and heard audibly on my TV. And that's unusual, actually, because they usually turn the mics. And we're also miles up in the gods up there.
I like a Zigga Zagga.
Yeah, I like a Zigga Zagga too.
Who led it?
Well, I don't know. I asked Walter.
There's always a few regulars, isn't
The
there?
guy sat behind me.
Was the guy sat behind you,
He
Gaff?
was really, he was a big guy. He was
Nice.
really loud. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was loud, mate, wasn't it? It was quality. I like Keep the Blue Flag Flying High. The reason for
Blue
that...
flag? Keep the blue flag flying high. No.
Got something to say, Sophie? Say it to my face.
Did you mean blue bag?
Blue flag.
I don't think he's under
Blue.
pressure tonight.
I am under pressure tonight. Actually, no, my batteries and wires are just disconnected. I'm not a fembot. I'm a chidgebot. There you go. Those of you who like Austin Powers, you will know what I'm
Very
talking
clever.
about. She's a bit kind of... what was his bird? The one that played by Elizabeth
Bird?
Hurley. Austin Powers is not Felicity Shagwell. The other one. Vanessa Kensington. Vanessa Kensington. You're very
pretty?
Vanessa. Yeah, Liz Hurley. Hello.
All right, I'm going to have a look when I get
I
home.
snogged Liz Hurley once.
No
This
way.
is absolute fact. This is true. This is a true. This is true.
That-
On a night out?
I was a lot younger and prettier then, Soph. Don't look so surprised.
And she was 14.
Oh no, she was
no,
not.
she was not.
She was definitely
Oh,
older.
come
than
on,
me.
let's not argue.
It was on New Year's Eve in the Mash Tun in Winchester. There you go.
That was, she was from that area.
She's from around the Winchester. I went to university with her sister.
Did you?
Oh, I'm going to look up.
So yeah, I've got a good track record, Soph. Don't
Yeah.
count me out just yet. There's life in the old dog.
Can you
Yes.
see some pictures?
No, because
Yeah, I'd like
we
to
didn't
see
have
evidence,
mobile phones
please.
in those days,
No,
did
just
we?
generally a view of that period of your life.
You can. I'll put them up on the website
I'd
just
like
for
to see
Jonathan.
that.
There's some
Thank
cracking
Me and
ones,
the
actually.
me and the fans want.
Yeah, I was a pretty
boy.
boy when I was young. Anyway, look, keep Zigga Zagga, keep the blue flag
football kit?
flying. No, keep the blue flag flying high. I'd retired by then. I was into sex and drugs and rock and roll, Jonathan. I ended my career early.
Of course.
And finally, Carefree. Now, the reason I chose Keep the Blue Flag Flying High is because it's got that lovely thing. We should always sing this song when we go up north. We'll never be more. I love the way they sing it too. We're very kind of like, we'll never be more.
I always like the fact
By no northern.
I like that
We'll
one.
keep the blue flag flying high.
and it drops down a semitone.
does.
Flying
Flying
high
up in the sky. I just love it. I just love it. It's the kind of song that I expect to see in my local market in Pimlico. It's got that real kind of
I
drunk blokes feel about
I personally hate it because
Do you
it's
hate it?
Yeah, I really do hate it because
I
it's
love
just
that
I hate
song.
it because it should be the red flag and we've just copied it and called it blue because originally it was the red flag.
That'll do me.
So I hate that.
That'll do me.
I hate that.
What are you talking
It's not
about?
original. It's the
Jonathan
origins.
can
Origins
leave.
of songs.
What are
and
you going to vote
chants.
for, Sophie?
Oh, I don't know. I like all of them, to be honest, but I do like... I remember I used to sing Keep the Blue Flag Flying High when I was a lot younger.
You
so-
like that?
Yeah, I do like
Okay.
that one. That was my first sort of song.
Do you know what I can reveal exclusively tonight?
Well,
Not the
no,
fact that I have a
no.
beer. Oh no,
No.
it's the wrong one. It's the Chelsea. I thought I had my
Sorry,
Keep
I-
the Blue Flag Flying on tonight. I don't. I've got the Chelsea on. What?
We
You
were
look
just
worried.
We were just worried.
Nothing else
that-
is coming off.
We
don't
were
worry.
worried
just
after the
worried we
last
may not
thing
have
with the
anything
hand.
underneath
We were
the
worried.
I'm
I
not
think
Scottish,
Johnny-
mate. I'm not
Yeah.
Scottish. Anyway,
Elizabeth
you're
Hurley.
going for Keep the Blue Flag Flying
Flying
High.
High, yeah. No, I'm
Not
going for
keep the blue flag,
flag
not the
flying high.
carefrey, so it'll have to be the zigzag.
Zigga-zagga. Oi, oi, oi.
Zigga-zagga.
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 you lot of
I
rubbish.
too am going for Zigga-zagga.
Are you?
Yes, I
Why?
am. Because that's a great old
It
song.
was
proper.
really loud.
And then you go, oh, we're in the blues. Go steaming in.
Yes, you do.
Wonderful.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you like a bit of that.
Well, I like both. Anyway,
Then you go,
I-
oh, we're in the blues. Oh,
you
go
do
steam
blues.
in. Oh, we're in the blues.
No, you go on. Oh, we're in the blues.
Oh, steam in.
No. Oh, we're in the blues.
Oh, we're in the
Go
blues.
steaming in.
Go steam in.
That's
Oh, we're in
right.
the blues. Go steam
Thank
in.
you very much.
Right.
I don't
okay,
sing that
so
ever, so I don't know why I'm saying that.
Let's do the results then, shall us?
Shallas? What's that? Is that
Shallas.
English?
I've never seen.
Shall us?
Shallas. I like it. Actually.
You
It's got a
do?
ring to it. I
Yeah,
do. I
there
do.
you go.
I do.
Okay, so
I see.
Carefree, Jonathan. Carefree gets 30%. Keep the Blue Flag Flying High gets 35%. And also Zigga-Zagga gets 35%, which means we have to vote.
Ah, we got a tie.
Yes.
No way, Jose.
done.
Rare.
Okay, hands up. Well, we all went for Zigga-Zagga.
Zigga-zagga.
Don't you two
We went for Zigga-Zagga.
stay with me.
Blue flag for all time's sake.
Yay! So hold on, no.
So that's a tie too.
No, it's not. 4 against 3.
Okay, Zigga-Zagga it is. Right, we've got to move on because we're running out of time.
That's 2
Okay,
I've got
Guinness
today.
moment.
Greens.
There's actually, weirdly, in a match we, looked as though it was a bit horrible and we didn't win. There were many more nominations possible than this, but the ones that made me genuinely go ooh as I was sitting there watching on my TV screen. Hazard did. He's done this before. He's actually doing one of these every game in midfield. He gets the ball, receives it, does this flick, which I couldn't even begin to describe, which leaves his opponent dead, and he's like halfway up the pitch going on a run. Isn't he wonderful? It's just guaranteed to go. Ugh.
I remember that moment.
Yeah.
I actually noted it down as a moment.
And we are
to
doing that
mention-
now, aren't we?
To
It's
mention
funny.
it, I thought
Yeah.
that is a moment. I actually found myself going, oh.
Yeah. But it's funny, Jonathan, isn't it? When you're not there, like me, you're going. Oh, that's
No, but even at the Spurs game as well,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
going, oh, another Chidge moment.
Yeah,
I call them
it's a
Chidge moments.
Like
to
it. Okay,
myself.
that's good. Okay, I think Oscar's bicycle kick. I mean, that has got to get a nomination.
Oh, what a shame that
Absolutely.
didn't go in.
Oscar, yeah, I love Oscar.
remember?
Anything to do with Oscar.
Oscar bicycle kick.
Right, it goes like this.
I can't demonstrate it because I've got a bad back.
Yeah, I love it.
It was really close.
It was
was
very
really
close.
Really close.
It
Great
was.
technique.
God,
And
keep it
very
moving.
powerful too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Because he's very skilled.
You couldn't say it was dangerous play because there was nobody near.
No,
at
it was
the time.
beautifully
Yeah, it's
executed. It was
beautiful.
only Brazilians can carry off a
Oh,
I love the
bicycle kick.
Brazilians.
Icelandics.
I know you do.
Icelandics.
Icelandic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
against
know.
Leeds.
Beautiful.
One of the best Chelsea goals I've ever seen. I
Awesome.
was actually in the West Upper, would you believe? But I had a beautiful view of that.
Good.
Make his debut for Bolton. Like his second
Yeah,
debut
yeah,
for
yeah.
Bolton.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and the last
36.
nomination is right. Okay, this is quite fun. Penalty area under the cosh. Newcastle really should have done more with it. William ends up with the ball with about 3 men on him, and the only out ball he has is to Hazard, who's up on the left, pretty much on his own. And William wriggles free, and then with the outside of his right foot, he just does this perfect out ball to Hazard. And I just thought that was fantastic. I loved that. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. But
Yeah.
I also do I remember Diego Costa sending the ball this way. He had a defender on him sending the ball this way and he went around the defender.
He
to
did. He
get
did
the
a
ball.
Pele.
I love that.
But he looked like he was
I
running in
went-
treacle, to
That
be
was
fair.
good. That was very good.
I went, ooh.
There was
Yeah,
no,
all right.
Unfortunately, there was nobody with him and he didn't go anywhere.
We've got to vote now because we're running out of time and we've got
Yes,
celery moments
we
to do.
do.
So, Jonathan, who are you going to vote for out of that?
De Hazard.
Eden
Oui.
Hazard.
Oui.
Okay, Beth.
Oscar.
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 Oscar. I went for Oscar too, actually.
Did
I
you?
believe. Yeah, I did.
Good
So let's.
boy.
What do the peeps say?
So, Williams' outball to Hazard gets 5%, so not too good there. Hazard's flick gets 37%, but the winner, of course,
Oscar.
is Oscar with
Lovely.
58%.
Great stuff. Right. Finally, the celery moment for the Newcastle. There's some crackers here, actually. We've got some pictures with these. This will not work unless we can see the picture. Still number 3, people. Yay! For gallery. Check that out, boys and girls. Check that out. That's what it's Laurel and Hardy's song, isn't it? That we sing for the plod, isn't it? I can't remember the song now. Can we see the photo again, boys? And I'll talk the peeps through it. Right, okay, some wag. Recognise the sticker. Okay, you see that sticker on the back of his jacket? If we go back to me, then we can see what we're talking about. Anytime.
Anytime now.
Hey, no.
There you go.
It's that sticker there. Chelsea Football Club, ruining football since 2005. No, I don't need a cup of coffee yet. Go away. Anyway, bottom line is, that was just hilarious. That some wag up there, one of the boys, one of you, I expect, wouldn't it, Charlie? One of your mates, I expect, wouldn't it? Was it one of your mates? Better not say on air.
No.
You know, for legal reasons.
I'm no grass.
You're no grass. I'm no grass. We're no grasses on this show. No way. But no, I just love that sticker in a policeman with that. That's quality.
That's pretty good, to be honest.
The other one is a bit kind of esoteric, but on 17 minutes, the Geordies all roundly applauded the 2 young lads who very tragically died on that plane that got blown out of the sky by the Ukrainians. Or was it the Russians? We'll never know. And the nice thing about that was that Jose Mourinho joined in, and I just thought, respect Jose. That was a nice touch.
We all did as well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good for you.
everybody was up in the stands.
Huh?
It was never mentioned.
No, well, I didn't know what it was, you know.
But Mourinho clapping wasn't mentioned in the press. It wasn't.
Oh, of course not. They were too busy about him cutting off ball boys.
Exactly.
The last one, and you've seen a preemptive shot of this. Can we have the next photo up, please? Right, Dan Levine tweeted this during the match. This was hilarious. When you work for the press, Charlie, or possibly, I don't know if you've had press hospitality at a football match. Okay, you get fed and drunk really, really well. They usually serve up a fine array of food, buffet, anything you want you can have if you're a journo at a football match, sitting in the comfort of the press room. This, of course, is what Dan got at Newcastle at St James's Park. A polystyrene cup
not hot chocolate,
of very
is it?
horrible-looking soup. At least I think it's soup.
Oxtail.
That's it. Well, I think it'd be lucky if it was oxtail, mate. Isn't that horrible?
Now, do you know, you always have that problem. You always have the problem on away days where you go in, you get their soup, and they put the water in, but all the powder, what's meant to be the taste of it, is just left in the bottom. So you're thinking, God, why am I drinking some really moldy
Do you know what?
water?
Do you know what that might have been?
Oh no, what are you going to say?
That might have been some Cooper soup.
Yeah.
You've done so many Cooper soups.
Cup of soups actually aren't that bad. It's normally with the hot chocolate.
I think
so
that was a
dodgy.
Noah Cooper soup, and it looked like leftover Newcastle brown ale.
Could have been pot noodle.
It could have been pot noodle, man.
Not a pot noodle.
A pot noodle with no noodles. Anyway, enough. We better vote.
That's it. I'm moving away from you
What
now.
have I done now? What have I done now? What have I done? Explain. It's entertainment. Deal with it. Okay, what are we going to vote for? Soph, what are you having for that one then?
Oh, I was supposed to vote first.
No, I'm asking you now.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I would have gone with the stickering on the police because that is hilarious.
Quality.
Yes, however, I will go with Jose applauding because I think that's,
Okay, nice.
that shows
Good
a
for
bit
you.
of sensitivity.
Charlie.
Yeah, I agree with Sophie. I'm
Okay.
big fan of stickers and the way they've blossomed. But yeah,
Jose
clapping,
good. You
yeah.
sentimental. The youngsters are being sentimental, Beth. I love
Jose
it.
and all the away supporters clapping on it.
Good for you, Beth.
Sticker, no. Cup of coffee or soup, no. Jose, yes.
Good for you. Do you know what? I'm a bit emotional here.
You are.
I
You're filling up.
cried during
I know.
it.
You're
filling
just
up, aren't you?
lovely people. I actually voted for the stickers, of course.
You voted for the sticker
I
on
did.
the cup of soup being held by Jose.
No. I definitely just vote for the sticker.
Oh, just sticker,
Any excuse
right.
to take it out of plot, I'm up for it.
They're completely different, aren't they, to be honest? Both.
We better tell them what the
ones.
peeps
Okay,
vote for.
right, here we go, people. So, Newcastle's lack of hospitality gets 5%. Although it is quite annoying. Jose applauding on 17 minutes gets 38%.
No.
I know, so the winner is the stickering the police, but 7%.
Proper Chelsea.
No.
Let's have it! Oh.
I'm not going to
Right,
applaud that.
we got to go. We'll be back in a very small time to give you part 4. Bye-bye.
Bye.